Yeah, no, and I don't want you to do that. All you're doing right now is introducing yourself with your name, but thinking about what's the end that I want people to know about me, because I don't know how to help everybody without this information. So I don't need to enroll in your business at all. And the know, like, and trust thing you get to do, because this is that intro, this is that Toastmaster thing, this is that BMI moment where you say your name. I actually don't want to hear a pitch, and I don't want you to sound pitchy. We're going to look at your energy. Now write this down, please. I want you to write a prediction about how you think people are going to think about you based on whatever it is that you say. What's the impression they're going to get about you? That you are, people are going to think I'm what? And I'll choose one random person for everybody else.
Thank you so much for letting us sit in this. We have,
nice to meet you. We will do this again.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Tell me your names again. Matt.
Chris Russell.
Awesome.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
You guys are doing really good. Yeah. So making some questions.
By the way, okay, 1 second before you go.
Yeah.
So for all the people who went and all the cast, what did you, Savannah, come sit for 1 second. Hi guys, girls come in for a second. And Chuck, will you just videotape them? Girl, come sit. Come sit. It's okay, and you can come and go based on any phone calls, but I just want to hear this. So, actually, no, you know what? Stand against the wall. You guys can, take a moment. Stand just right here. Frame it up so they're kind of standing right next to this. Sit over there. Go to that direction. Right here. Kind of stand right now. See what's behind you? That's my amazing phone. Right here. And pull out just a little bit. Where are you? Oh, that's cool. I love that. All right. So all I want to hear right now, hey guys, just send me your names again, so I always have it.
Matt Russell.
Chris Russell.
Okay, and so you just witnessed my morning in my business class. What do you think? Tell everybody.
Well, I think this was an incredible opportunity to be able to sit here and see so many people passionate about what they do and looking to move in a direction that's going to allow them to achieve what it is that they really want to do in life. So, and then seeing you in action was really incredible, because how you just cut straight to the core, the root of what people are going through. And I mean, obviously that resonates with us because we're trying to do the same thing, right? And I think actually just watching you guys go through the same process helps us, look into the things that we need to grow in. And it also motivates us because it makes it, and I'm speaking just for myself here, but it motivates us because it makes it seem like it's within reach. Mm-hmm. If you guys are making progress and you guys are doing it, that makes us believe that we can do it too. And I think that's the power of community and people with like-minded, we have a vision that we want to achieve, that we want to go after. And it's like when we see other people going after it, it creates momentum where we want to go after it too. So it was just a fantastic opportunity to be able to sit here and watch you guys in action.
Yeah. Wait, hang on a second. You guys are married how long?
Will be 11 years in April.
Have you ever seen him do what he just did?
Yes, he's actually really brilliant. I think he should be a life coach, and yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at you light up as though you were wildly proud of you at this moment. You just need to acknowledge that that's what you saw.
Yes.
Okay, now you go for it.
Okay. So I think it's really incredible, the power of vulnerability and story. And I think you really, but the bag of bones that you just did was really, because we don't realize our past, how it holds us back. And like, we spend the shortest amount of time in childhood, and it is actually the greatest impact on our life and how we move forward. So yeah, to be able to like get straight to the core, because that's what it is. It's like digging up the roots. It's our belief system. There's this really great book that's about seeds and how we walk around with seeds and how we plant seeds that are negative, and basically it's our negative self-talk. But it was first with someone else, and then we carried along by ourselves. And so
stop for 1 second. So look at she just mentioned a book that she read and the lessons she learned from it. How important is it to have your lessons in your book? That's awesome. Keep going.
Yes. So yeah, to see each person, because I mean, the fact that that you are continually like, you have to start over. You have to start over. You have to start over. That's really vulnerable. And it's like a place of intimacy, like to be really seen. Is probably one of the scariest things. So the fact that it's like the encouragement to step into like yourself and to be seen is really incredible. So, yeah.
So just really they've all just been through 5 days of getting to this place of openness. Do you think that a regular group of people you just sat down would do this on day one of business class?
No way.
Yeah.
This is the value of Forbes Factor, and this is why this is a very special business room because of that. Go, Jenna.
Not just seen, but heard. I mean, how many people do you tell your story to and they just listen and they're not really listening and then they're like, oh cool, and move on. But to have somebody stop you, make you restart over and over again, you know they're listening, so you're not just they're not just present, but you're being heard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for all going through Forbes Factor, because they have no idea what that is, but they're just kind of awed by the yes. Thank you. But they're awed by the openness that you have, and I'm going to say this to Chuck and my other team members here, that perhaps this class may be in fact more important, because rather than putting people back into the real world, maybe we make class 8 days, that you are required to come through the business portal before you go back to your home, so you're actually going home with actionable tools. Because I just started thinking about the people who are not in this room, and I was feeling a little bad. So some of the people who are on the call, congratulations, but if you're not, it almost feels like it should be mandatory, at least a day of this, so that you go, oh wow, because this was really actionable, wasn't it? Look at all the things that they got, and they were completely, I have no idea what they watched, but it was valuable, yes?
Yes, because it's giving handles, right? Wisdom is amazing, but unless it has handles to grab onto that you know, it's like, be vulnerable. What does that actually mean? How am I actually, so.
I love this new teacher. I don't thank you. You are awesome. Both of you. Give me a big hug. Oh, I did not know that. Oh.
Yeah, I was at her business seminar last weekend.
I was playing Forbes.
Yes.
I love, well, thank you very much.
Power Network.
Power Network. All right, give me a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was cool and groovy. Thank you for being such a beacon of light now. So all we're doing here was simply just saying, I'm doing our introduction kind of like a Toastmasters thing. Just, you know, get a couple minutes to say who you are, what you're about. No prepared speech. Just think about what your end might be and go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jenna Crelly, and I'm passionate about allowing you to understand work-life balance. You see, I came from a past where I was kind of told over and over again that you need to work and you need to work very hard in order to become successful, go through a certain path, go to college, get a job in the corporate world, but something was nudging me elsewhere. I wanted to make something out of myself, and I wanted to be authentic in that thing that I created. But I worked hard, and I've always followed those values that I was taught as a child, to work really hard for what you want. So I overworked myself. I ended up without personal balance and self-care in my life. And when I had my daughter, that was the thing that forced me to find automation, delegation, and self-care in my life. And because of her, I implemented those things in not only my life to get that balance that I needed, but also in my business, which ended up helping me almost triple my income.
Did you get a yes? You have a yes, don't you? You feel yes to her? Do you want to know more?
It was the last statement that I want to know more about.
Ooh, okay, so a little more clarity on that. No, from him. Because now it's not about what you said, it was about how it made us feel.
Right. It was by staying at home with her kids, she was able to triple her income
No, that was
with her daughter.
I like the corporate credibility. I appreciate that a lot. But interesting for you to hear what that last statement was.
I think you reduce the beginning part.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, a lot of people are thinking about them too. But they, you have the background.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Being a woman that went through corporate America, you inspire me. So saying that to me, like, I'm a woman that worked so hard and was in corporate America, and because I had my daughter, I learned you can have that too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But actually that was helpful because you did actually target.
And the word but, I don't like the word but.
Okay,
I
let me
like the word and.
Well,
But she said-
no, hang on a second. It's irrelevant what you like. But, no, stop for a second. This is really important. Can I teach you what but means? And how to use it effectively. So, but is a great word. You must use it at the right time. So, but, we want to negates everything before it. I love you, but I wish you would use it. I want you to come with me, but there's no
I
room.
like the word and.
No, you're not listening to me.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not, because I didn't ask you what you liked. We want to know how to use this. There's time and a place. People misuse it is what you don't like.
Yes.
So what you're meaning is, I don't like the misuse of the word but. So let me teach you about one of the most powerful things, especially in copywriting. You had a terrible life, but you wish there was more? Great, I got the solution. So mastering this is very, very important. That's all I meant to say. So, and add is its own thing, and then or is its own thing. But this one allows you to negate everything. So I can tell you the truth. I really love you, but I mean it. Well, you actually didn't have to say the first part because it made me feel good, but it wasn't the truth anyway. I really love you, and I'm leaving. Completely different. Pick your point. So would you write this in my book, please? That goes in the book. Just be your team. Because that is so powerful. Because sometimes, my mother also used to say this one too, so on the same page, half the truth is said in jest. Oh, you really look good in that. No, you don't. We're laughing about it because I really want to say to you, Teresa, long sleeves, you'll show your arm. It doesn't matter. I'm trying not to insult you, but you know what I mean. So we want to say things politely, so we couch them in things. Somebody makes a joke about you, it's not a joke. And it's kind of important to hear that. When you start to hear entities at a certain level, you go. So the but, great word. Be careful how you use it, because if you said, I am the greatest speaker ever, but I'm a little nervous. Uh-oh.
Do you know how you said?
Where is she?
How you used it?
Yeah.
And I don't specifically remember, it was just like, I was in corporate America, blah, 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 but like.
Yeah, great teaching point, and thank you.
And I think what would, Jenna, what would really impacted me during that speech if it was like less words, because I got a little bit lost. And then when you were talking about
Okay, so let's stop. No,
Cleveland.
stop. This is when I stop you, it's because we're at a brick. Don't go into you. You're the first one who wanted to ask 2 questions immediately. Hi, I've got 2 questions. Here's my first question, and here's my second. Stop with the foundation. I have a question. Let me answer the question before you go to the second question, because then it says I want to make it about me. So, what I was going to say was, you've never done this before in this environment. So a comment like you use too many words is irrelevant to me. Is she going to use too many words? Yes, first time she did it. You guys don't give any leeway to learning curves. That's a learning curve thing. Stuff I'm doing is surgical. Changing a but for an and, making her not tell her, so those are surgical. It's not about how long you spoke. Just be really careful. Remember, it's not your teaching in the room that we're doing, it's mine. Anybody older than, besides Bob, anybody older than 58 years old in the room? I have a little lot longer, I deserve to be right. I can't believe I said that out loud, that was so bitchy. Okay, no, but I'm not kidding. I've gone through so much that the teachings in this room are actually my life's work. And so sometimes I get really passionate about it. And sometimes, again, can you hear at all what I'm saying? Baby, you can't hear anything I'm saying at all because you're the coffee in your own cup trying to figure out you. And so if you try to step out and be teacher and say, wait, I got something I'm going to tell you, don't. Be the coffee. Fucking enjoy it. Add some sugar, some cream. I don't care. Some Cool Whip for all I care. You don't need to teach at this point, which is one reason. Now, Jenna's going to teach something else. But if Ray were in the room, he would want to co-teach because that's his position. However, every time he did that, he stopped being the coffee. Am I correct? And who lost? Did I lose? I don't care. He lost. And that's what happened. And that's why when I said, let's give him a break, I throw him under the bus a little bit to make a point, but he just stopped being the coffee because it's the exact same thing we saw on day 1. Forbes, I've been through all this, I'm good. What a bag of horse shit. I've been through all this, yes, but I'm never fixed, is the way you come up to it. He came up with his black belt going, I'm gonna go black belt to black belt with you. What do I want? I want a BMW. That's what he did, metaphorically, in the black belt on. Your job is to take the black belt off because you're a teacher. We love you as a teacher. Come over here, put your white belt on going, what do I want? Wow, I really thought about that since yesterday. I want all those things. Oh, that's not good enough for you. Okay, what do I want now? What we all wanted was actually in the room at that moment, something he didn't even see. It was simply his vulnerability. We wanted to let his guard down. We wanted to be somebody else. And we all wanted the same thing, which is really funny because we were all what? On the other side of his cup. And I'm going to use him as an example because it was brilliant. He's a brilliant teacher and I'm working with him. But every time he stepped out of the cup to be the teacher, if I gave him permission to do that, that was cool. Like when he held court. But when we asked him to be the student, how many times did he step out of the cup? So what I'm telling you now for him is he's a great teacher, but he's a lousy student. Okay, it's okay. You're allowed to do that too when you also get to a certain level. But he's also got, it's all kind of reasons. I'm not here to psychoanalyze why. But would he behoove himself then the two of you are probably two of the strongest teachers in the room besides Daphne. You're pretty strong teachers. You're going to have to continually say to yourself, I can't get the massage and give the massage at the same time. Write that down, please. I never said that before. I can't get the massaging. I am a massage therapist. I'm great at it. Fuck it. Do what you want. Be naked and what? Yeah, isn't that funny? When I broke my knee, I got a massage license.
As a student, you have your show at 3 and it's 2 o'clock.
And I love you for that. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted to say. But I love the analogy. Wait a second. We just kind of revel in this. You can't give and get a massage at the same. It's better than saying you can't be happy and sad.
Because you can.
Because I'm going to use that next time I walk into somebody else's teaching, that I can't give them a massage. Because I also do what Ray did, and I did it in Ray's class. I did it the first time because I couldn't take it anymore, and I actually gave the answer to the kid. You were there? Were you there?
Peter Anthony?
No, God, forget that. I just took over. Well, because if you're not a good teacher, you were in the room. Yeah, it was great. And I didn't mean to, but after a certain while, I blurted it out. And at that moment, I'm like, oh, God, I shouldn't do that. But the irony of what that was every once in a while, then Ray said to me, it's very different. I was the student, and because I'm a student, I got this. By the way, if this is my mission that took me 2 days to figure out after 58 years, inspiring and motivating you to dream big and believe in yourself to achieve massive success personally and professionally. Did the two people here experience that?
Oh,
Yeah, she said the word inspire and motivate. Oh my God, fucking rocks. That's that's cool. So I took all of my genius and mushing around. That came out of Ray and Cheryl and took a lot of carving to get to. Fascinating. I'm loving the process. I'm loving my new team members. Before we actually go to lunch, we'll go to lunch until 3 o'clock, and that's when I'll start my show. Give me 45 minutes to do this. The two new girls in the room, would you stand up and tell us who you are and what you do?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I am Carrie, and this is Alicia. We're the twins. We're originally from San Diego. Grew up there after high school, moved to Costa Rica. Loved to travel. And we came from a family of 5 girls and a brother. Single mom raised us. And so when we were growing up, my mom always taught us to be, go out, do whatever you want. And so we decided to go to college, get a degree. Then we moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting. And our first job was being the Olsen twin body doubles. I was Mary Kay, she was Ashley. So that was our claim to fame, but we were about $50,000 in debt. At that point, we got introduced to a travel company. So we are now the fastest growing international travel club in the world. It allowed us to get out of debt within a year, paying off over $50,000. And now we go around having fun, getting paid vacation all over the world. So that is the twins.